Many citizens feel intimidated and abused by the IRS. The cause of the American Revolution was a tax revolt against a distant and abusive government. In order to make one law for all citizens, it's necessary to simplify those laws and apply them equally and fairly. The very poor pay no taxes. The very rich are able to avoid paying their fair share of taxes, while the middle class must carry the weight, the unfair burden of the tax system. Fairness must be enforced, and government size and expense and self-mandated powers, which are constantly on the march, must be curtailed. In order to contain and reduce the size of government in a systematic manner, sunset provisions will become the law of the land. Sunset law provisions will apply for all state and federally funded agencies and programs. Every 12 years, each agency must perform for a designated special commission a self-review of its role and responsibilities, including areas where its duties may overlap with those of other agencies, and the effect of the agency's loss of funding. The Commission may recommend that the agency be continued in its present form, make recommendations to the legislature for improvement, consolidate it with other agencies, or abolish it, with the duties either eliminated or transferred to another agency. This applies to all government agencies except universities, courts, and agencies established by the Constitution. We propose a simplified four-tier system of personal income tax. 0, 15, 25, and 35%. Any income above $1 billion will be taxed at 50%. There shall be only one home deduction, and deductions are allowed for medical, child, casualty loss, period. Estate taxes remain in effect but will be raised to twice their current rate to $10 million. Any estate valued at $100 million or above shall be taxed at 90%. This is the Paris Hilton estate tax. It shall be a crime to flee the country to avoid taxes, and relevant treaties shall be addressed to apprehend and return said persons in capital. Banking secrecy laws are a source of monumental corruption in the third world and social inequality in the first. Tax laws of the United States shall apply to all institutions, individuals, and governments wishing to travel to, from, and to engage in commerce with the United States. Lax enforcement and weak collection of corporate taxes and provisions have allowed the most wealthy company in the world to claim Irish residence, as it were, and to pay 2% tax instead of its fair share. This cannot continue while expecting the working middle class to pay their 25 or 35% tax as well. Small businesses spend entirely too much time collecting and paying payroll taxes. A value-added tax, or VAT tax, will be implemented on consumption, excepting food and medicine. In order to replace the payroll tax, the VAT tax will be used in lieu of payroll taxes and may be expanded in the future. A VAT tax cannot take the place of an income tax, and it is necessary to maintain a progressive tax system such that the middle class, which has been struggling for decades, is not asked to pay more than its fair share. Income disparity is as high now in the United States as it has ever been. This is a danger to our economic system and to our democratic republic.